and rain. Yeah,
Grass
gonna
is
have
going
to
to be
mow.
high,
Yep.
too. All right, we're talking right now about another college protest calling for an end to Israeli military action in Gaza. This is a scene from Columbia University, that is, in New York City.
It's the sixth day of protest there. The school's president moving all classes to remote classes because of Jewish students saying they felt threatened there. New York police arrested 100 protesters at the school last week. Meanwhile, in New Haven, Connecticut, home to Yale, protests as well, and also at Boston area colleges. Harvard Yard shut down preemptively as a result. At Temple Anshe Hesed here in Erie, Rabbi Rob Morais called the rise in anti-Semitism across the U.S. remarkable and terrifying.
The latest activity on college campuses comes as Temple Anshe Hesed is getting ready for Passover. They're preparing the foods used in the Seder meal to tell the story of the Hebrew people's bitterness and tears of bondage and their exodus from Egypt. The rabbi wants all people to be free to worship as they choose and to have the freedom to protest about wars and political policies. But he puts the blame for what's happening on university campuses squarely on their administration. Morais believes they didn't make sure early that students know the difference between free speech and hate speech, and now they're paying the price. Today, the Supreme Court heard oral arguments about whether fining homeless people who are sleeping outside, is legal.
Homelessness is an issue that's a growing problem here and around the country. Every day here in Erie, people line up for a warm meal outside the city mission. The mission helps whether someone's homeless or just needs a little extra help. But certainly not the only institute around that does that. The Mercy Center for Women also offers housing resources and support specifically for women who are struggling with mental health problems or addictions. The executive director of the Mercy Center, Jenny Haggerty, says she thinks being a bridge to help women in need will go further than having people pay for sleeping on the streets. More on this coming up on Erie News Now at 6.
And we have that story, of course, all the others that we're talking about this half hour on our website. You could use a QR code at the bottom of the screen to get you right to erienewsnow.com.